I will be completely honest with you. The only reason I've made it this far chasing my dream, it's because I had a delusional belief it was possible. Not because I had the best plan, not because I had support from everyone or just some people. It was because I believed only in myself that I could do it. Okay? And I want to share with you, first I want to go for a ride. I'm going to the gym right now and I felt really inspired to record this YouTube video right now. Anyways, I want to share with you what means a delusional belief for me, okay? A delusional belief is when you deeply believe that it's possible to achieve something, okay? And let me explain, because when you want to achieve a dream, you consciously believe you cannot do it. You believe that it's not possible what you want. And I will tell you why. You don't believe it because you don't see it in reality. You don't see it like it's already done. And our minds as a human beings work like this, okay? And when you don't see it in reality, or you don't see exactly the path to achieve it, you don't believe it. And everyone experienced this, even myself, okay? But a delusional belief, it's when you don't see it yet, you don't know the path, you don't know how you will do it, but you believe subconsciously you can do it. Okay? If that makes sense. But let me explain even more deeper, okay? When you have a dream, it's not casualty. Like, you don't have a dream because you want to do this. It's because you feel it inside. You feel like, I feel so aligned to reaching this thing. I feel. It all comes down to a feeling. And when you have this feeling, this strong feeling, becomes a desire. And when you have this desire, that, my friends, is when you have a delusional belief. And everyone has this. But the only difference is the people that trust this and the people that doesn't trust this. Okay? And when you don't trust this delusional belief in your dream, of course you start to believe that it's not possible. You listen to the people that tell you that you cannot achieve it, and all this kind of stuff. But I want to share my story, because 5 years ago I started to achieve my dream. But before that, I had to make a decision, one of the most important decisions I ever made, and the scariest decisions I ever made. Okay? If anyone is new here and don't know my story, I was a professional athlete in roller hockey in Spain. And long story short, was my dream, reach professional level in roller hockey. Luckily enough, I achieved it. I was signed with one of the best teams in the world. And I started to get a small success, what my dream was at that time, And my second year as a professional, I felt something wrong inside me. I felt like it wasn't the thing, or it wasn't what I was expecting being professional, and I started to not enjoy anymore the sport, and I subconsciously decided, and I was transitioning towards leaving the sport, okay? And it came the day that I wanted to tell my coaches. I wanted to tell my dad, my mom, and all the people that I wanted to leave this sport professional and achieve another dream, okay? Which was a dream that I had when I was 14 years old, which was going to America and live there in California and achieving the American dream. This dream only my best friend knew, and even my dad and my mom didn't know this dream. They believed that my dream was like only achieve success in sport, okay? But that was the first big step for me, and I made it. And my dad didn't speak to me for the next year. My mom didn't support at the beginning this. After that, she realized that, well, she supported me a little bit more, but without believing it was possible what I was doing. And anyways, I started to experience what it looks like to achieve a big dream and alone, okay? On that time, I believed it wasn't possible. I couldn't do it. But I just felt deeply inside me that I knew I had to do this. And that, my friends, I was starting to develop the delusional belief in myself. Okay? On that time, I just did what I felt I was meant to do. Okay? And I was feeling that I had to leave this sport and pursue this dream without knowing if I was capable of doing it. Just I was focusing on I feel I need to do this, and I'm doing it. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I need to do this. Okay? As I was going through the plan I created, okay, the first part of the plan was to learn English. I didn't know anything about English, and my plan was going to live in Australia and learn English there, okay? And I went there because of the visa benefits. I didn't go straight away to the US because if you study, you cannot work. So I had to, earn money to live. My dad and my mom, of course, didn't give me money to do all these kind of things. I had to work a job for a year to pay the visa, the flight, and all the things, and have just 1 month of money. Okay. Anyways, throughout the first year, the only reason that kept me going is because I had this delusional belief in myself, this feeling of I have to do this. I don't know if I will achieve it, but I just feel I have to do this. Okay? And after that year, and when I was inside the plane going to Australia, I just understood what means a delusional belief. Okay, because on that time I felt I won. I was getting closer to my dream, and on that time everything changed. It doesn't mean it became easier, but easier in the belief on myself. Okay, and if anyone is watching this and have this feeling of I have this feeling of I have to pursue this, man, do it, because in my experience it's the best decision you will ever make. Okay, it doesn't mean it will be easy, but it will be worth it. Okay, now 5 years later I'm in America, and if I didn't make through that first year and I didn't trust on that feeling of I have to do this, aka I didn't trust this delusional belief in myself, I wouldn't be here. And I probably will be playing professional hockey, but really, really unhappy. And that's my message today. Anyone have this delusional belief? And to know if you have this delusional belief is when you have these strong feelings of doing one specific thing. Okay. So that's my message today. I don't want to do too long this video. And if I can say the last thing, trust yourself, trust your feelings, okay? Trust your fucking feelings.